software. So, hey folks, new channel. Gracie, we got to trade sides. Okay, this this is Gracie. She's a dog who thinks she's a cat and a person. And yes, one ear sticks up, the other ear sticks down, but it's always been that way. We don't know why. So she likes to hang out with me. She pretty much sticks to me like glue. Sometimes she'll be sitting up, sometimes she'll be laying down, but she's never really that far away. So she's kind of tired right now because she's done nothing today. So she is licking the couch. She does that a lot. She does lick the couch a lot. We have very clean couches, although they're covered with dog spit. So, all right. So this is my first YouTube video, and the reason I'm doing this is because as I'm getting older, I'm realizing that I just get really bored, and I need to keep active, and I need to keep doing new things and trying new things and new challenges. I've had a lot of challenges in my life, and I've been successful. I've had some failures, but I just really wanted to do this for me and, well, for Gracie, but she doesn't really care. So, one of the questions my wife asked me earlier today, and I'll probably never get her on camera, so don't ask, about listening to songs and music. And I thought over the years that I have done this thing where I always change the words to songs, and I end up ruining them for people. And I'll try not to do that for any of you because I really honestly can't sing. I do play a little guitar, but yeah, I might do some of that too. So one of the things that I like to do is I like to think about the lyrics as they're playing on the radio, or I'm hearing them in my head, which sometimes I do that. I don't really need to have the radio on. So I randomly picked a song today, and we're gonna look at the lyrics, and you're gonna get my interpretation of them. Now I realize this is a really famous song. There's been a lot of interpretations, but you know what? It's my channel, my song, my interpretation. So today we're going to take a look at none other than Pink Floyd, Another Brick in the Wall. It's one of my favorite songs. I love the sound. I love the whole vibe of the song. So, but we're going to dig into the lyrics because I want to give you guys a little bit of my experience with music and listening, and you might just pick up something that you've never heard before, or start listening to music in a whole new way. And if I ruin it for you, I'm sorry. You can always go to another channel. So let's look at line 1. We're going to get right into this. We don't need no education. Okay, well, I feel like people really do need some education. And for you out there, don't take this personal, but you got to have some education, or you're going to end up with a job and the name's going to be right on your shirt. People are going to walk in wherever you're working, and they're going to know what your name is because it's on your shirt. Seems to me a little bit higher education, yeah, they don't put names on your shirts. However, for me, that's really confusing because typically I'm a guy who would end up with a name on his shirt, and I like to know people's names, and I have a lousy memory. So if everybody had names on their shirts, I'd be happy because then I'd know who they were and I could call them by their name instead of seeing somebody I saw a year ago and then going, hey, how are you? Instead of like, hey, Bob, how are you? No, I just go, hey, how are you? And I don't know, sometimes they pick on it, but I'm pretty good at it. Okay, so line 1, we don't need no education. Yeah, we do. Line 2, we don't need no thought control. I don't even know what that means. I think it means people trying to control your thoughts. So we don't need that. So next line, no dark sarcasm in the classroom. I don't know about how you were in class, but when I was in class, I was Mr. Sarcasm. I had a comment for everything. I was in trouble a lot. I went to school in the days where they would take you out in the hall, take a piece of wood, whack you on the butt, send you back in class, and all the other kids were looking at you, and bottom line was when you sat down, you had a sore butt. They can't do that anymore, but that's for another video. Gracie just left. She's bored. Um, Next line. This is sort of relevant to today. Teacher, comma, leave them kids alone. Now, actually, that's really bad English. It should be teacher, leave those kids alone, not them kids alone. But there again, I really didn't pay much attention in school. I was bored most of the time. I spent most of my time looking at the girl in front of me and out the window. That's just how it was. And then if it wasn't enough, then it says, again, the next line is, hey, exclamation point, teacher, leave them kids alone. So apparently the folks that wrote this song felt pretty strong about teacher leaving the kids alone. So yeah, I'm for that. I go for that. Okay, so let's drop down to the chorus. The chorus, I just don't know what this means. I've heard it a million times. All in all, it's just another brick in the wall. I think it just rhymes. If you want to look at it, like philosophically, you could say that, okay, a brick wall is a wall that you build one brick at a time, and every time you put a brick in, you get more experience, and as we gain life experiences, we have a brick wall. Well, I have found out that unreinforced masonry brick walls are actually a really big danger in an earthquake, and they're not all that great. So I'm in favor of, it's just another brick in the wall, but we've got to reinforce them, just so that somebody 100 years from now doesn't have to go back and retrofit the building. All right, so let's move on to the chorus repeats itself. And again, this isn't a really complicated song. We still don't need no education. We still don't need no thought control. We don't need no dark sarcasm in the classroom. Teacher, you need to leave the kids alone, okay? I'm not going to say it again. I'm going to say it on this video because I'll only do this song once. But teacher, leave them kids alone, all right? All right, let's move on. Okay, this is a good song. This is one of my favorite Beatles songs. Where's the damn words? All right, apparently there's no words to this song, so I have the wrong version. All right, so, okay, here's the version with the words in it. Okay, so I love the Beatles. I love a lot of their music. I play a lot of their music on the guitar. Beatles are loved all over the world. So their lyrics, they go all over the place. When they started out, they were like, I don't know, a boy band of the 60s. So let's take a look at the first verse of While My Guitar Gently Weeps. I look at you all, see the love there that's sleeping. I didn't read that very well. Let me try that again. I look at you all, see the love. No, there's only one way to read it. It's a stupid sentence. It doesn't make any sense. I look at you all, see the love there that's sleeping while my guitar gently weeps. Okay, so the second part of that does make sense, while my guitar gently weeps. The first part makes no sense. I look at the floor and I see it needs sweeping. Yeah, so let's talk about sweeping floors. I'm a fan of sweeping floors. I don't care so much to vacuum carpets, but I do like a clean floor, especially barefoot. You step on crap and it's bad. Still my guitar gently weeps. Course, the A course. I don't know why nobody told you how to unfold your love. Okay, so I think this is something that we learned in health ed in 7th grade. I'm not sure. I don't really remember a lot of 7th grade. So we're gonna move on. They bought and sold you. Oh, okay. So it's really not good to read that line before you read the line before it, which says, I don't know how someone controlled you. They bought and sold you. So if you just start out a sentence with "they bought and sold you," that's a bad conversation starter. Um, but in the world of lyrics, I guess everything goes. Um, Actually, the lyrics on this song really aren't all that great. The music is much better, as was a lot of the Beatles. Here's I look from the wings at the play you are staging while my guitar gently weeps. Um, I have no idea what that means. Okay, honestly, I don't. Um, all right, let's move on. This is a good one. This is a more popular song. It's not so old. I'm old, so you're gonna hear a lot of old stuff. But here's a newer song. This is by Coldplay. It's called "Fix You." I like this song. I like Coldplay. Um, this is kind of a, I don't know. It can be a teary song, I guess, depending on what kind of mood you're in. Um, Gracie, do you have anything to say about this song? Yeah, she's keeping pretty quiet. She's opinionated, but for the most part, she keeps it to herself. Um, okay, so when you try your best, but you don't succeed, when you get what you want, but not what you need. So you get what you want, but not what you need. So sometimes we get things, obviously, that we want, but we don't need them. I'm the poster child for that. I get lots of stuff I don't need, but that's just the way it is. Um, when you feel so tired but you can't sleep, I can relate to that. Um, then you're stuck in, and apparently the way they wrote these lyrics out, you have to really emphasize this part because it says you're stuck in re dash ver dash C, but that reads stuck in reverse. Uh, okay, so that's dumb. When the tears come streaming down your face, when you lose something you can't replace, when you love someone but it goes to waste, could it be worse? Um, no, that's pretty sucky. That's pretty bad. Been there, done that. Um, lights will go idle. Lights will guide. Well, putting dash in words and lyrics is really a bad idea for guys like me because we just read it literally and it comes out lights will goo eyed you home, and it's supposed to be lights will guide you home, obviously. So the lyric writer on here got a little carried away. High above or down below, when you're too in love to let it go. Um, yeah, I can relate to that. That's a good couple of lines. If you never try, then you'll never know, which is what this channel's about. Never trying and never knowing. And Gracie, did you want to chime in on this at all? I think she would be a little more verbal if we put some peanut butter on the mic or something because she doesn't have a lot to say, but she seems fairly content. Just just sitting here, Gracie. Gracie, why are you hanging your head? Okay, that's better. Hey, this is you're such a big part of my life that you need to be a. Did you just burp? That's really embarrassing. We're making a video here and you burp. I'm not gonna burp on my video. People don't want to hear dogs burp. Or do you guys want to hear dogs burp? I don't know, maybe you do. This dog honestly doesn't make a lot of sound. She doesn't bark except in her sleep. She doesn't fart. No, I'm serious. This dog does not fart. She is a non-farting dog. Apparently, somewhere in her lineage, they bred out the part where she farted because this dog does not fart. And I am thankful for that because she sleeps next to me every single night. Um, but she does burp because she eats her food too fast, so she does end up burping. If the channel is so horrible, you can all just send me $1 million and then I'll just quit and retire. That'd be great. Uh, Thanks so much. So this is the part of the video where I ask people to subscribe and hit the like button. And also, I'm interested in your comments. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing on a weekly basis, but I'm going to try to keep it interesting, try to keep it lighthearted, maybe a little serious stuff in there. We'll take a look at news stuff. We'll talk about sports. We'll talk about stuff that you guys are interested in. I got a lot of hobbies and stuff, so we'll just see where it goes. So I appreciate that, and thank you again.